Hi there, and I hope you're enjoying the Franchise Festival. So you're looking to start a business. That is very exciting, and there are a lot of options to choose from. However, with the onset of COVID-19, the world has kind of changed a little bit. Unfortunately now, having a retail presence is really unstable, and many franchises cost well over $200,000 and require expensive lease space. And having any sort of retail presence, that can be shut down at any time for public safety, which is absolutely necessary, of course. Or many organizations have razor thin margins that depend more on network selling than actual proper sales. So there are a few options left. We are one of them. We are a little biased, of course. So we're in the print biz, and print is one of the largest industries in the world. Just to give you an idea, the auto industry is market share at about 545 billion, banking at 669 billion, and boom, commercial printing is at 821 billion. So we're going to give you a really big playground to do business in. Now, in that space, print has changed as well with the onset of the internet. Over 50% of all the orders in print are now happening online, which is great news for you trying to do business in the COVID world. And what are they buying? Well, business cards are consistently popular, postcards, flyers, but what we're here to talk about is the large format market, which has exploded in the last couple of years. A lot of this is being fueled by large format, which is a term that pertains to signs, banners, posters, anything big. And every industry needs it. There's over 830,000 micro and small businesses in Canada, and they all need large format graphics to support their business. That's a lot of customers. So the online component of our offering uses what's called web to print. Now, without getting too into the weeds about pre-press and pre-flight, web to print simply means a website that allows your customers to upload images, choose from a template, design their product online, send you the file, and check out. Now, what is not web to print? Anyone who's been in business pre-2000 would recognize this as very familiar. What is not web to print is the old way of doing things, sending files via email, upload forms, FTP, telephone sales, couriered orders, catalog orders, or in-person sales. That is not what web to print is. So how are they buying online now? Well, 60% of them are using templates. Companies of note that use this method is the giant Vistaprints and Minuteman Press, and a few others who are using our system. Now, the 30% is called a corporate storefront. Now, this is still online ordering, but if you have a client who's like a bank or a real estate agent, they don't want free upload and design. They have specific requirements about positioning, fonts, and logos on all their products. So it's a little more restrictive, but these clients have a lot of longevity for you. And then 10% is custom art that is uploaded by the customer, generally from people with former design experience. So under the old way of ordering print, you would finalize the design, you would send a proof, you would do revisions on that proof, resend proof, you would repeat that portion as many times as needed, and then eventually you would sign off and the file would go to print. You as the print shop would then have to send an invoice, wait for a payment, chase the guy for a payment, and chase him again, and the cycle continues. Web to print simplifies this tremendously. So the customer designs their product, they pay, you produce and ship, and done. Now, why use templates? Well, small businesses make up more than 94% of all businesses in North America, and of that, 67% are micro businesses and 27% are Soho businesses. And on average, a new Soho business has a marketing budget of about $500 year one, and they will generally spend that on business cards and larger format items. So in closing, they need you to help build their brand identity. Now, the advantage of customizing a template is better conversion. When you design something yourself, the customer develops an emotional attachment to it, which means they're more likely to finish the process the transaction, and buy from you. And just a quick stat, in pre-COVID, so 2019, more consumers in North America shopped online on Cyber Monday than in store on Black Friday. Now, this is relevant because we don't have the stats for 2020 yet, but I guarantee you with COVID, online shopping has exploded because everyone needs to remain safe. So now that your online store is up and running, what are customers looking for and how are they going to find you? So we continually monitor search traffic on how users are finding print online. So in 1997, only about 30,000 users per month searched for the key term business card. By 2006, that increased to over 1 million. And currently, at present, we're at over 8 million searches per month are searching for something simple like a business card or other print product they need to buy from you. An interesting case study about business cards in particular is they tend to expire. Over 70% of cards need to be revised and reprinted every 12 months, which means many reorders for you. Why? A title or job function change, or the company name has changed, company address has changed, a change of phone number, change of email address, change of company, the company's rebranding. There's many reasons why they need to order from you over and over again. Turnover is another important factor in print. So over 600,000 new businesses will start and over 600,000 new businesses will go out of business. Now keep in mind this is pre-COVID. I'm sure the numbers are much higher currently. So that means approximately 40 million people change jobs each year. And what are they going to need from you? Print products. There's more to it than that. Web to print also drives offline sales. On average, every sale through our web to print system also generates a phone call, a quote request, 9 leads for abandoned orders. So these would be visitors who half completed a design and then got distracted. They're checking Facebook, they're checking email, but they can always come back to you and finish since it's stored in the system. And of course, every touch point with a customer is an upsell opportunity for corporate identity products, brochures, signage, websites, etc. 55% of all buying decisions are researched online before the prospect calls the seller, so they will be researching very heavily on your new website. But selling print is more than just the price. Vistaprint has kind of created a race to the bottom with their free business card offer, but it actually isn't. If you go through their checkout, they use the free business cards as a loss leader to upsell you up to $5,000 per order for various products. So the short run products are more price sensitive, but as you get into larger format and larger run jobs, the concern is more on, can I pick it up regionally? Will it arrive quickly? It's more, this is your chance to shine in your local market. Now, common misconceptions. Why aren't more printers adapting to sell web to print? High deployment cost. The average web to print license is well over $50,000. Ours is not. And there's also a perception they've missed the boat. If they don't have it already, they shouldn't bother in the future. Currently, only 20% of printers currently sell online. Now, keep in mind our earlier stat, that 20% is driving 50% of all print orders. So there's plenty of room for you in this space to succeed. And a difficult and lengthy learning curve. Again, our training takes about 2 days to become expert level, but many systems and competitors take 6 to 8 months to install, configure, and deploy. You have to know how to code, you have to know how to web design, and sometimes you need to know how to administer a web server, which can be complicated. But InfoTrends voted our software as the easiest to use and fastest interface with the most image choices, which is very important. So we're going to give you everything you need to be a showstopper. Drops mic. We give you a complete offering. It comes with SEO tools, WYSIWYG Designer. WYSIWYG is a nerd term for what you see is what you get. So what the customer designs on your website is exactly what they're going to get. E-commerce, templates, full production and pre-press, order management, shipping tools, follow-up tools, analytics, marketing tools such as SEO, SEM, and email marketing. So you have everything you need to get those orders coming in right away. And we're not going to go too in depth into the website administration. That can be a demo for another time. But a quick overview, you can customize using a very easy drop-down menu-driven system your entire website's look and feel. So we'll take a look. This is just kind of the default out of the box one. But as you can see, our customers like Quick Copy Print, Print 3, Minuteman Press, and Sherwood Digital Copy and Print, just to name a few examples, have all customized the system in their own unique way. Now it's your turn. So you can do template or image search. Now our partnership with Adobe means we have their full stock image library available to you out of box. So that's well over 60 million images, and I think we're actually approaching in the hundreds of millions. I'd have to check the database. You can preview templates, edit products in real time, add QR codes or barcodes as well. They're borderless, colorable, scalable, and they're automatically encoded for multiple formats for the mobile market. So very few people are offering this with their print offering. But as you know, as a marketer, QR codes are an effective tool to bring in business. In terms of device compatibility, the interface is able to be viewed on any device. So whether you're on a desktop, a tablet, or a mobile device, the interface will load smoothly and you can create any product you want. What you don't have to get, well, you don't need any extra staff. You can run this as a one-man operation, or if you want to hire staff, you can expand into a fully realized print shop. You don't need any servers because you're using ours. You don't need any coders because you're using ours. No bandwidth because you're using ours. So basically, this just frees you up to generate orders and get on with your life. So many ways to order from you. So as I said earlier, there's millions of images available. They've all been categorized into 500 categories. We have a clip art library, layouts, you can upload custom artwork, and in 2021, as of today, you can actually create your own custom products for others to buy from you. Very cool. Now all our images are 300 dpi, which means dots per inch. And the important fact with these images is they're all reusable. So when you get that little postcard or business card order coming in, you can upsell them and repurpose the same corporate identity for large format, for signage, letterhead, etc. And just to do a kind of apples to apples comparison with the big photo libraries, we have the same amount of images. But as you can see, Getty Image and iStock are well more expensive than we are, with an average image cost ranging between $200 and $400 per use. Now on the hardware side, we give you everything you need there. Canon provides the top tier presses to print any print product you can imagine outside of certain promotional items, but standard print in large format, they have you covered. So at the smallest level press, you'll only really need about 6 square feet to become active, up to about 10 square feet for the 60-inch press. And we also provide all the paper and consumables and everything you need. The presses are easy to use. If you can edit a photo in your phone, you can send a file to print. A large amount of ink with each refill. It prints borderless. It supports 50 plus different media types. So if you want to print on vinyl or paper or foil, whatever you need to do. Full customer support. And of course you are covered from damage for 3 years. And just a little bit of the by the numbers. They all use all media types. Ink volume obviously increases the larger the press, but you should be able to print about 6,500 square feet per ink cartridge. So when you sign on with us, we give you a 1-week delivery guarantee. So during that first week, someone will come, he or she will set up your press, train you on the website. We'll get that going too. Our goal here is to get you to your first sale within the first week of signing on. We're very friendly. Now, since we're focusing on large format as a growing market, we provide a bonus app at no extra charge, Poster Designer Plus, which is essentially the same as our main web to print engine, but with a focus on large formats. So we still have the image library, but now it's been revamped to be used for posters, signage, and banners. And you're backed by the best in the business. Canon's a household name. Now, Amazing Print, we're very well known in the print world, not so much in the consumer world, because that hasn't been our focus. But we are about to become a household name with FreshPress. We've been ranked the #1 web-to-print software, and most of the trade mags have voted for eCard Builder as easiest to use, or at least in the top 3 best applications for this space. So what else do you get? Well, you get more content for your website, which is very important for SEO. More reasons for customers to bookmark you. Money, of course, that's very important. Ability to upsell. You can see customers at pickup locations. Generally less running around with proofs, billings, and shipping. But most importantly, with online sales, you essentially have a salesperson who works 24 hours per day for you for 0 commission. And here's a brief overview of the imaging functions that come with each press and each system. Essentially, it's like Photoshop Lite. Your customers don't have to be a graphic designer in order to design professional grade products, but it does provide the basics like blur, sharpen, brighten, inline crop, resizing, layering, change grayscale, negative, contrast, and so forth. As I said, the tools we provide you with Web2Print, they basically give you a marketing blueprint right out of the gate to help you get some orders coming in. And searchability, it helps your SEO and SEM. The more customization you do, the better you are going to rank on Google. And another channel we assist you with is online marketing. So first, let's look at SEM, or search engine marketing. Also called pay-per-click. This is primarily on Google, where you post an ad, you set your budget, how much you're willing to pay per click, and how much total you're willing to spend per day. And then once that limit is reached, your ad is gone. Now, this is very effective in the beginning, but what you want to really focus on is your organic traffic, or search engine optimization. What this is, in a nutshell, is essentially tailoring your site so it's relevant to what users of Google are searching for, in your case, print, so you will show up on the page 1 rankings and generate traffic and orders. Now, this provides a much higher return on investment than traditional marketing, such as mail or banner ads, by a pretty giant factor. Now, pay-per-click, since it's so relevant, is the best, but it costs money. Email marketing would be the next one, which we also help you with, and SEO. So if you can have those 3 wrapped up, then you are in good shape to generate sales. Customize. This is just a gallery of just what some of our clients are doing with the system. So here is quick copy printing, professor prints, late night printers, Minuteman Press, every location globally, and so forth. So we have many existing clients you can pull inspiration from. Now, all the designs that go through your website are stored, so you can view orders, abandons, and unfinished designs later, so you can contact them either to upsell or have them finish their design. So this significantly reduces your proofing time, touch points, and the need for any other support. So this allows you to convert just tire kickers or window shoppers into buyers. Now, what it doesn't increase is orders, walk-ins, revenue, leads, and gives you, again, time for more profitable jobs. And as you can see here, here's just a drill down of an order proof in the system. Your full customer data is stored, and you can market to them for other services or whatever you like. Couple more case studies. Case number 1, commercial printer in Florida, was in business for about 5 years with us. Result is 30% of his order volume is going through our system at a conversion rate of 8%. Case number 2, we're local here in Toronto, is a one-man operation, and he focused completely on free SEO. And he managed to get his reorder volume up by 30% and then 70% by year 3. And the average customer spend with him is $150. So he's doing quite well. Now, the benefits of Web2Print. 1, 24/7 availability, always open for business, and you can make money while you sleep. Easy reorders. Customers can reorder from you in 1 click after they modify their existing design. Product expansion. It can feed production, allowing for a broader product offering, and we are always adding new products, with 3 or 4 new ones coming this year that will be available to you free of charge. And geographical reach. Obviously, when you start, your bread and butter is going to be in your local market, but you'll also be able to service those clients that may come to you from Europe, the UK, or Australia. Increased productivity. You can handle this increased volume without having to increase staff, since the technology does all the heavy lifting, not your people. And just a look at kind of a drill down of the features of each press. They're very comparable. They're just different sizes depending on how big you want to go, or if you want a basic press to start and upgrade later. And as you can see, warranties and all the marketing support is included out of the box. And there's the Big Daddy 60-incher as well. Same system, just a slightly bigger press. So where do you go from here? Well, it's quite simple. Step 1, book a walkthrough. In a 1-hour one-on-one webinar, we will show you how everything works. Step 2, tell us your plan. We know you have a return on investment that you're looking to achieve. Tell us what it is, and we'll work with you to design a custom plan to get you there. Step 3, get trained. We'll teach you all the ins and outs of the hardware and software in about 1 to 2 days. And most exciting, step 4, start selling. As we said, you can get your first customers in the first week, so it won't be long until those orders are rolling in. Once again, thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the Franchise Festival. Have an outstanding day.